So I came across one video a very long time ago on YouTube about a person who was an ex-Satan worshiper. And this is how he became a worshiper of the devil. So he was struggling with some kind of illness that had to do something with his bones, and something that his bones were wearing off or they would break very easily. And he had a very difficult lifestyle. He was bullied and he wasn't able to do anything in life because of that situation. Well, I don't remember exactly what type of illness he had because that was over a decade ago. But I do clearly remember him telling that when he was in the hospital, there was a curtain and there was another person laying there beside him. So they started chatting like normal people, and they got to the point where that person asked him, "Hey, do you know the devil?" And he said no. And he said, "This is what I do. I serve the devil. I worship Satan. If you reach out to him, if you talk to him, he can give you power." So that person who had a bone illness of some type said that one day he reached out to the devil. He started talking to him, and that he wants to give his life to him. And in a few days, he realized that his bones actually were getting stronger and better. And he became almost like a normal person now. And the illness that he had was affecting him very little now. Now that struck me because I was so surprised. I had no idea that the devil had that kind of power to help somebody just so that they could sell their soul to him, And at that very time, I was very deep in heroin addiction, and I would just randomly came across this video. And also, I'm still until this day battling muscular dystrophy. If you don't know what it is, you could look it up. And I was at a very, very low point at that time. And I started thinking to myself, what if I do that? Maybe my health is going to get better. I dabbled with it for a little bit because I was so low in that moment that I was running out of options. Now the thing is, I knew that God existed. I just somehow knew he was real, even though I was pushing him away because I was blaming him for all my problems, why I'm born this way and why my health situation is this way. And the enemy had such power over my mind that time that I even started dabbling with that. Looking back to that right now, it's just crazy to think that. But hear me out. And then I kept listening to that testimony of that Satan ex